Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's try this question. This question says that if the force in each cable tied to the bin is 70 pounds, determine the magnitude and coordinate direction angles of the resultant force. Now, our steps remains the same and I want you to all just look at the diagram very carefully. If you see that there are so many points mentioned there. So, this is basically our point E, this one is point D, this one is point C, and this one is point B, and the last one is nothing but point A. So our first step is to write down the locations of every single point present in our diagram. So let's talk about the point E first. So point E is basically lie on the z axis only. So there is no value of x and y present in point E. Nevertheless, this 6 foot distance are considered to be as a positive z value present in point E. Because this 6 foot distance is basically lie vertically upward, so that's why this distance are taken to be as a positive distance. So the location of point E, it is nothing but 0, 0, 6 bracket close foot. This is basically the location of point E. Now, let's talk about the point C. So point C is basically lie on the xy plane. If you see that, this is basically our positive x-axis and this is nothing but our negative x-axis, and similarly this is basically our positive y-axis and the another side it is nothing but our negative y-axis. So the point C is basically lie between the x and y plane, so there is no z value present in point C, as well as this 3 foot distance is basically the x value present in point C and it is the negative x value present in point C because this distance is indicated into the screen, that's why. And this 2 foot distance is basically the y value present in point C and it is basically the positive y value because this distance is indicated on the right hand side. That's why. So the location of point C are written as C bracket -3, 2, 0 bracket close foot. This is basically the location of point C. I hope you understand why this is -3, why this is 2 and why this is 0 here. So this is all for about this is all about the point C. Now let's talk about the point B. Similarly, point B is basically lie on the xy plane. So this 3 foot distance is basically the positive x value present in point B because this distance is indicated outward the screen. And similarly, this 2 foot distance is basically the y value present in point B. And this is basically positive y value because this distance is indicated on the right hand side. That's why. So the location of point B are written as B bracket 3, 2, 0 foot. This is basically the location of point B. So why is 0 present here? Because the point B is basically lie on the xy plane. That's why. Now, lastly, the point A. Similarly, point A is basically lie on the xy plane. So again, this 3 foot distance is basically the positive x value present in point A because it is indicated outward the screen, as well as this 2 foot distance is basically the y value present in point A, but this 2 foot distance is indicated on the left hand side, so that's why this 2 foot distance are considered to be as a negative y value present in point A. So the location of point A are written as A bracket 3 -2 0 bracket close foot. This is basically the location of point A. Now what about the location of point D? Similarly, point D is basically lie negative x and negative y plane. So this 3 foot distance is basically the negative x value present in point D, and this 2 foot distance is basically the negative y value present in point D. So the location of point D are written as D bracket -3, -2, 0 bracket close foot. This is basically the location of point D. Our first step is completed. That is, we wrote down the locations of every single point present in our diagram. Now, let's talk about the position vectors. Now, for the position vectors, I want you to all just look at the forces very carefully. So, there are the 4 forces present in our diagram. This is Fc, this is Fd, this is Fa, and the last one is Fp. So, if you see the Fc force, the head of the Fc force is directed towards the point C. It means that point C is the final point and point D is the initial point. So, the position vector of these 2 points are written as delta REC, which is equal to RC minus RE, because RC is the final point and RE is the initial point. So the location of RC are written as -3i, +2j, -6k, and don't forget to write down the unit, that is foot. This is basically the position vector of REC. Now, what about the position vector of FD? Same as the REC, The head of the FD force is directed towards the point D. It means that point D is the final point and point D is nothing but the initial point. So the position vector of these 2 points are written as delta RED, which is equal to RD minus RE. The location of RD, it is nothing but negative 3i with negative 2j, and the location of RE, it is nothing but negative 6k foot. Now, what about the FA? So the head of the FA force is directed towards the point B. So the position vector of these 2 points can be written as delta REB, which is equal to RB minus RE. The location of RB, it is nothing but 3i with positive 2j, and the location of RE, it is nothing but negative 6k foot. This is for REB. Now, last one. The head of the FP force is directed towards the point A. It means that point A is the final point and point E is the initial point. So the position vector of these 2 points are written as delta REA, which is equal to RA minus RE. The location of RA, it is nothing but 3i with negative 2j, and the location of RE, it is nothing but negative 6k foot. This is for all about the position vectors of respective points. Now what about the magnitude? For that, I'm erasing some extra thing from here. Now these are the position vectors of the respective points. Now what about the magnitude? So the magnitude of all these position vectors, because the values are same, it doesn't matter what the sign of the position vectors, because the magnitude, it is just the number, and number doesn't depend upon the direction. So the magnitude of all the position vectors are same here, okay, and the value is nothing but delta r magnitude, which is equal to under rule x square plus y square plus z square. So x is nothing but 3, y is nothing but 2, and z is nothing but 6. So grab the calculator, put the values into it, and solve it for the magnitude of the position vectors. So the magnitude of position vectors are nothing but 7 foot. Now, this is our second step. Our third step is to convert the magnitude form of force into the Cartesian vector. So let's work on it. So for Fc, which is equal to the magnitude of Fc into the unit vector of Ec. So the magnitude of Fc, according to the equation, it is nothing but 70, and the unit vector of Ec, it is nothing but negative 3i, positive 2j, negative 6k divided by 7. So multiply 70 to the individual unit vector present here. So it will become Fc, which is equal to 70 into negative 3i and divided by 7. So it will become negative 30i. Similarly, 70 into 2j and divided by 7. So it will become positive 20j. And lastly, 70 into negative 6k and divided by 7. So it will become negative 60k pound. This is the Cartesian form of the Fc. Now, what about the Cartesian form of Fd? So for that, I am erasing some extra thing from here. Now, for Fd, we know that the vectorial form of Fd, which is equal to the magnitude form of Fd into the unit vector of Ed. So the magnitude of Fd, it is nothing but 70 into the unit vector of Ed. It is nothing but negative 3i, negative 2j, negative 6k divided by its magnitude, and it is 7. So multiply 70 to the individual unit vector present here. So it will become the vectorial form of Fd, which is equal to negative 30i with negative 20j with negative 60k pound. This is basically the vectorial form of Fd. Now, what about the vectorial form of Fa? Let's work on it. Now, let's convert the magnitude form of Fa. Let me clear this thing. This Fa is directed towards the point B. So it means that point B is the final point and point T is the initial point. This is not Fa. This is basically the Fb. And this one is not Fb. This is nothing but the Fa. So for Fa, we know that Fa, which is equal to the magnitude of Fa into the unit vector of Ea. So the magnitude of Fa, it is nothing but 70, and the unit vector of Ea, it is nothing but 3i with negative 2j with negative 6k divided by 7. And similarly, the vectorial form of Fa, which is equal to 30i with negative 20j with negative 60k pound. This is for basically Fa. Now, what about the Fb? Let's work on it. Now, what about the vectorial form of Fb? So, vectorial form of Fb, which is equal to the magnitude form of Fb into the unit vector. of EB. So the magnitude form of FB, which is equal to 70 into the unit vector of EB. So it will become 3i with positive 2j with negative 6k divided by 7. So multiply 70 to the individual unit vector present here. So it will become the vectorial form of FB, which is equal to 30i with positive 20j with negative 60k pound. This is basically the vectorial form of FB. Now, our third step is completed, but question demand us that you have to find out the magnitude of the resultant vector as well as its coordinate direction angles. Now, let's work on it. Now, for the vectorial form of the resultant vector, we are going to add all these forces together. So it will become the Fr, which is equal to negative 30 into negative 30 into positive 30 into positive 30. So it will become 0 I cap. Similarly, positive 20j with negative 20j and again positive 20j with negative 20j. So it will become the positive 0j. And lastly, negative 60 into negative 60 into negative 60 and again into negative 60. So it will become negative 240k pound. So the vectorial form of the resultant vector, it is nothing but negative 240k pound. This is basically the vectorial form of the resultant vector. Now what about its magnitude? So for the magnitude of the resultant vector, we have the formula, that is Fr magnitude, which is equal to 240 pound only. Why this is 240? Because magnitude is the number and number are not negative. That's why it is basically the positive 240, not the negative 240. Now this is for the magnitude of the resultant vector. But what about its direction angles? For that is equal to fx upon f. The fx present here, it is basically the 0. So it will become cos alpha, which is equal to 0. So alpha, it is nothing but the 90 degree. Similarly, cos beta, which is equal to fy upon f. The fy, it is nothing but 0. So it will become 0. And cos beta, which is equal to 0, it means that beta, which is equal to 90 degree. And similarly, cos gamma, which is equal to fz upon f. The fz, it is nothing but negative 240 and the f, it is nothing but 240. So the cos gamma, which is equal to negative 1. So gamma, which is equal to 180 degree. So your question has been solved here and your concept too. So please like, comment, subscribe and share it with your friends too. Jazakallah. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.